What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Vintage Breaks West. I'm your host for the night, Charlie G. Looks like Johnny Five's getting a little bit better about getting off the air at a more appropriate time so you guys can get your full dose of the smooth sounds of Charlie G in the Vintage Break West show. What's going on, Mr. Ken Fickle, Brian, and Green Thunder? Everybody doing good tonight? A fistful of G's. That's right. Got the Gilmore action. We got the Gilead action. We're good to go. Good to go. Get everybody loaded in here. We'll go over our promos and our incentives for this evening. Got a few things happening here. The North sent me a pretty healthy restock for this week. So we got lots of good stuff on the website. It's all updated for the Vintage Breaks West button. Hey, what's going on, Donald? Hope you're having a good night as well. We'll just start off by going over what our $3 all-night promo is. Tonight we've got a nice-looking Thurman Munson SGC 1.5 rookie. It's got a little love there in that bottom left-hand corner, but it presents really well for a 1.5. So that's what we're looking for tonight in the $3 all-night promo action. What's up, Mr. Cody C? How's the world of mail? Looking forward to not delivering all those political advertisements anymore. I know I am sure looking forward to not getting them anymore. So we're going to continue the bingo for tonight. We've got a slightly modified bingo card from last week. We've got ourselves opening a pre-1980 pack, a post-1990 pack, a hockey pack, finding that elusive kicker punter card. I'm surprised how many packs it took us to find one last week. We need to pull a team or a checklist card. We need to pull a team that has moved or is no longer exists. The Redskins and the Raiders do not count. They're too easy to pull. So we need to find something a little more challenging than the Raiders or the Redskins. We need to pull a player name that makes me giggle. And we need to pull a catcher card. If we can do that in 8 packs or less, once we randomize the list, the number one person on that list will get this, 1953 Bowman color of Harry Perkowski, 5.5, beautiful looking card. If it takes us more than that, we'll start adding BAM spots. So if it takes 9 packs, we'll open up we'll add a second place for BAM spot, third place, fourth place, fifth place for however many packs it takes us to do the deal. That's right, Green Thunder. We got bingo going again tonight by popular demand. Everybody seems to be loving the bingo. The first person to spend $250 tonight will take home this 1922 American Caramel E121 Clarence Hodge, just like some of the other ones that I've been giving away here. Even though it's only an SGC, look at that bingo thing off the board. Even though it's an SGC1, the front is super, very nice, very presentable. The reason it's a 1 is it came out of a booklet of some variety. So front presents really well. So that's gonna be your first person who spends $250 on the Charlie G show. Then I've also got for the first 3 different purchases. You can't double dip in this case. You either spend the $250 to get this one, or you spend a hundo and you get one of these 3 piles. So first 3 people to spend a hundo will get these little gaggles of vintage baseball. No real high-end guys here. A little bit of love on each one of these cards. My favorite's probably spot 2 with the team cards happening there. So if you spend, second person spends a hundo, look at that stack, and the third person spends a hundo, we'll get this stack here. So it's the first 3 different people that spend a hundo. And let's see here, what else do I have here going on? Oh, it's nice we were off today. And so, I mentioned we got a really nice restock here from the north today. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? Donald, they were sent to the north. The north gets my deliveries on Fridays, so I'm sure it takes Emily a couple days to sort them and whatnot. And I think freebies take a back seat, so I'm not sure exactly when she'll ship them to you, but I know they got them on Friday last week. So our goal is to sell out and open all four of these tonight. That's a pretty ambitious goal, so we've got a pretty nice promo if we sell out all four. We're taking everybody that's in all these packs and randomize the list. First person on top will get this 1939 play ball. Hal Schumacher, 3.5 SGC. Really nice looking card. So that goes to the first place person. Second place will receive kind of a curiosity. I've sticking around and I found my old baseballs. Well, this one's interesting because, well, let's see here. Could anybody tell me what's interesting about this baseball? I'm sure somebody out there knows what's interesting about this baseball. It is the real deal. This is an official baseball. I've had this since '94. And Kevin is right. This World Series never occurred. So second place will get this World Series ball that never occurred. They made the balls, they just never used them because of the strike in '94. So this one didn't occur. So this will be second place. And then third place will get a BAM spot. And of course, as you guys all are fully aware, Vintage Breaks West has all sorts of incentives happening all the time. So I'm sure you'll be able to get a lot of extra dippage out of it. But that's the ultimate goal here, to open up all four of these packs here. We've never had Star Wars here on the West, so I'm looking forward to pulling a How You Doing C3PO here. Hopefully we'll pull one of those. And then, of course, you guys know my love of 75 Mini. So let's get the show started, guys. So let's sell out some packs. Let's pull some good stuff. Get some fire going this evening. The website's fully updated with what I've got here in the West. Lots of good stuff to have tonight. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, Kevin, the play balls do look really good. The tuxedos. I do agree there. Nice looking cards. I'm starting to like the SGC holders a lot more every day. Unfortunately, I'm already heavily invested in PSAs, and I really don't want to cross over. So um, I'm just going to PSA man. What's going on, Mr. Chris? Well, I think tonight we're playing bingo here, man, as usual. Hey, what's going on, Nacho? It's been a while. Hope you're doing good this evening. Going, Sean, catch you up. I think I got everybody now. That's right. Show me some love on the like button there. Let me check and see if anybody's sold out anything. Otherwise, I might be able to break something that is on the pre-sold list from earlier tonight. Let's see here. Nobody's got anything, so let me see if there's anything that's sold out earlier that won't go towards any of the games we're playing, but I might be able to break something while you guys are deciding on what you might want to open. Let's see here. I don't think I've got that hockey pack. Hey, what's going on, Kazukazi? Doing well. Doing well. Oh, looks like we got Chris Coe dipping into the personal collection there to maybe give away something a little extra. Let's see, I don't have that one. Well, I don't know if we'll know by then. I'll say it once because I don't like to talk politics very much. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we're gonna know who's president for sure for a while. Hey, what's going on, Kamikaze? Hey, Buttman, it's going good tonight. We're looking for our first pack to open here. Doesn't look like I've got anything pre-sold today to break for you guys. Let me see. I'm going through the list of stuff that's sold out earlier. It's old breaks. See if I can break anything while you guys decide where you want to strike first. Nope, don't have that. $86 I don't have. I don't think. Nope. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to suss that out to break. I don't have anything that's pre-sold. Looks like we got appreciate the purchase of Brock. That'll get you to our $3 all-nighter. Does not close out a pack, but I do have that pack here. So it'd be nice if anybody wants to help out Brock with the 78 basketball. That would be a cool pack to break. That would qualify for at least the pre-1980 on the bingo card. Let me see if I can get some other action happening over here for a lower entry point as well. I was kind of a little late to the party tonight in my preparations. Let's go to the stack over here. These seem to be pretty popular last time I did them, so okay, so the next people that spend $25 or more will get a a gaggle of 10 cards. So the first one's going to be Ricky Henderson, Winfield, Raleigh Fingers, double Raleigh Fingers, Fisk, another Winfield, or Reggie, Brett, Carew, Dawson, and so on and so forth. Each one of these are a similar vein. So for every unique $25 purchase, so for different people, I've got 4 different gaggles of cards for $25 bonus on top of everything else that's going on. Appreciate it if we can sell out a pack here to get the night started. What's going on, Jeff Spellman? Good to see you this evening. Oh, Chris. Yeah, but I imagine you're the type of person too that lists your cards for a reasonable price to begin with, and if someone actually offers you reasonably close to market value, you will counter at that point too. It's just trying to pick up a golden chips card, and the guy wanted a ridiculous amount of money for it, and a couple have sold recently, and I offered him just over actually what the last one sold for, and he still wants more than double even after he came down with the price. Little ridiculous. Mr. Green Thunder is in. Let's see what Mr. Green Thunder is up to out here on the website. Oh, let's see. Mr. Green Thunder looks like he wants to get an A3 Adonis wax pack going. That'll give us the first 25 count stack here for you. Get that wrapped up. I assume Green Thunder is Justin. As we all know, I'm terrible with making the connection between Screen name and real name. Well, if you didn't, you got pretty close. You got 9 spots in on that pack. So we got 1983 Adonruss Wax Pack number 85 is what Green Thunder just bought into. He got 9 spots on it. It's a 15 spot pack. So if anybody wants to help Green Thunder out and close that one out, we can get that one opened here. Hey, Chris will be on tomorrow at noon. Is I think what he's trying to say. Yeah, with the time change, we don't change time in Arizona, so this used to start for me at 7 p.m. Now we start at 8 p.m. with the time change situation. Let's see what we got here. That's right, Jeff. We are the smart people. We don't change our clocks. We just have the same time all the time. Looks like Ken Fickle's doing a bit of a dippage. Looks like he's finished up that 1983 Adonis Wax Pack. Got himself the next gaggle of cards here. And he made a move on the 77 Star Wars, getting the needle moving on the big promo for the night to break that group of 4 packs. The 77 Star Wars Series 4, where you get the How You Doing at C3PO. Plus, we want to break the 3 1975 Topps mini packs. Mr. Chris Gilmore apparently wants to. Now, I'll make an exception that for the bingo card tonight, guys, if we do open the 77 Star Wars pack and we do get a How You Doing C3PO, that will count to make me as a name that'll make me giggle. It's a little stretch of the rules, but it does qualify as something that would make me giggle. All right, let's get this 1983 Adonis Wax Pack 85 set to break here. Let's see if we can warm up the hands on this one. Right. All right, let's get the night started with our first break. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And our first pack of this evening will be this 1983 Adonis Wax Pack number 85. We've got 2 participants in here. We've got to randomize the list 8 times. Good luck. Oops, wrong button. Good luck to Justin and Mr. Ken Fickle. 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ken will get the first. Justin will get the last card. Get the names on the board and list off to Miss M80. Yeah, Kevin, I think the time is gone where daylight savings time is something that's necessary anymore. First card's right here on top. Good luck, gentlemen. We're looking for a catcher, Hall of Famer, checklist card, or something that's going to make me laugh, or a team that doesn't exist or moved. Anybody want the puzzle card? Justin or Ken, speak now. First card here is Mr. Bo Diaz for the Phillies. And off the bat, we pull our catcher card for Mr. Ken Fickle. So let's get him on the list here. That was way too easy. All right, Ken, you've claimed the first spot. Spot 2, Rick Waits for Justin. Spot 3, Craig Swan. Are you serious, Jess Bellman? Spot 4, Dave Smith for Ken Fickle. Mr. Ken Griffey Sr. Going out to Ken Fickle. I shouldn't laugh at his demise, but that's kind of a funny way to go. Jerry White for Justin. Dave Hosteller. Mr. Dave Smith. Schmidt. Spot 8 for Ken. Mr. Johnny Ray. Spot 9 for Mr. Ken Fickle. Al Cohen's for Justin. Jeez, how do you get crushed by a cow? Like up against between a fence and a cow, maybe? Bruce Sutta for Justin. Rich Gedman. Which was this Bruce Sutter? I would need to do a check. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Dave Concepcion, I believe, is a Hall of Famer. So I'll have to do a check after we, unless somebody in the chat here can verify for me. Greg Pryor, spot number 14. We've got Mr. Green Thunder coming in with the clutch verification. Since he is Ken Fickle's opponent in here, I will go with him. And that'll conclude our 1983 Adonis Wax Pack number 85. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I should probably know that. Let's see here. That was spot 11. Oh, that was Justin. Okay, so Justin will get the Hall of Famer. I just kind of zone out when I'm doing this. Well, that was too easy, guys. We already pulled two on the bingo in one pack. This is for Justin. All right. All right, we got the first pack out of the way. Get my flow on. All right. Leave the bingo card up here for you guys. Looks like Mr. Brian Billingsley made a move out here. He's got the next stack here. We've got one more stack available for the next unique entry. What's going on, Mr. Billingsley? Appreciate the purchase. Let's see, we got ourselves a 1983 Topps football wax pack, it looks like. Got a 1982 Fleer baseball pack. Probably both sold out, or if not close. Okay. All right. Looks like this 1983 Topps football pack will be next. So let's get that one going here. Remember, guys, I still have the American Caramel for the first person who spins 250, and then I also have these mini gaggles of 60s and 70s cards for the next or the first three unique $100 purchases. So that's for 250 is the caramel. Let's get this. Oops. 1983 Topps Football Pack 123 ready to go. All right. Let's see what kind of love we get for Brian this evening at this pack. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be ranking this 1983 Topps Football Wax Pack number 123. Hey, what's going on, Benson? How are you tonight? I randomized the list 5 times. Good luck. Good luck to James, Joshua, and Brian Billingsley. One. Oops. Actually, let's see here. Good evening and welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and I started this before you guys were here. We rolled the dice. We got ourselves a 5 on the dice roll. We've already randomized the list once. So let's finish randomizing the list 3, 4, and 5 times. Mr. Billingsley with the first and the last card. Good luck, gentlemen. All right. First card's under the gun right here for you, Brian. Looking for the elusive kicker punter card that gave us such a hard time last week. First card up here is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Team Leaders card. Mr. James Wilder. Spot number 2 for the Oilers, Jesse Baker. This will count for our team that doesn't exist anymore for Mr. Brian Billingsley, spot 2. So let's get that on the bingo card. We are knocking out the bingo card here. Thought by changing the Redskins and the Raiders it'd be easier, or harder, I mean. All right, Brian gets that spot. Can't really see it, but it's but it's taken. So we got Russell Gary for Brian Billingsley. The Houston Oilers Team Leaders cards with Gilford Neeson for Brian Billingsley. Well, to heck. We already got ourselves the kicker card. Spot 5 for Mr. Billingsley. Well, this one's going by quick tonight, guys. Mr. Billingsley got himself 2 spots in this pack. Cedric Brown for Brian. That's right, Brian. You can get somebody that makes me laugh, too. You get the trifecta out of this pack. The sticker... Oh, I can't remember if the sticker's extra. 13 cards, 13 says sticker goes to first spots. This will go to you, Brian, as your Danny White. Faces don't count, Brian. Pat Tilley for Joshua in spot 7. Rich Millet, spot number 8. What's going on, Mr. Rush? Drive safe. We'll see you later this evening. That's not surprising, Mr. Spellman. Hopefully not at the Vintage Breaks West Bingo Hall. Hopefully. You actually saw people fight over hanger packs at Walmart. The Falcons William Andrews Team Leaders card. That's a spot 9 for Mr. Billingsley. Tony Collins. Spot 10 for James Gottschall. Man, we had a ton of these team leader cards in here. The Bears with Sweetness himself, Walter Payton. And because this is Vintage Breaks West and we are pro the Bears, he gets card savored. I haven't even seen packs, so I couldn't even see a fight this year. Brian Kelly, spot 12. Yes, sir. Sweetness himself. Yeah, Sweetness is pretty off center, though, unfortunately, on that card. Yeah. And Glenn Blackwood, a snapper. For Mr. Billingsley. Well, that concludes our 1983 Topps Football Wax Pack number 123. We did not pull any fire out of that, but Mr. Billingsley did capitalize on the bingo spots out of that one. Thank you for watching. Well, Cody, see, you shouldn't fight when you go to bingo. That's the key there. It's probably the takeaway. Cody, I'm gonna suspect there might have been alcohol involved in your in that bingo night. What's happened to Mr. Caleb? I'll just cracking some packs, just getting started for tonight. Drinking ourselves some Coca-Cola. Yeah, but were the drinks this tall or were they this tall? All right, let's see what else is happening on the website. Let's see, remember, we're still trying to open a pre 1980 pack, a post 1990 pack. We need to open a hockey pack. We're still looking for a team card or a checklist card and a card that'll make me giggle. Caleb, I'll be on until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Continue to Fleer a baseball. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see here. 1982 Fleer. Yeah, we got 7 spots in the 82 Fleer that Mr. Billingsley started off for us. So we got some more spots in that. I want to sell that out. We can break that. Well, Caleb, you should get to sleep. You probably got school tomorrow and stuff, man. We still have one more stack of cards here for the next person who spends $25. We also have 3 stacks of cards for the next 3 people that spend $100. And we do have the caramel card for 2. Next person spends $250. Plus all the other promo action that's happening on Vintage Breaks. Let's go over here and take a look at the Vintage Breaks West tab. Let's see what's cooking. We'll take the bingo off the board here real quick. Well, we do have the t-shirts, but we don't exactly break those. We got some golf happening. We got Star Wars. Got some O-Pee-Chee hockey. anybody else? The buttons do different things. Oh. Sometimes it keeps loading them, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Got some wrestling happening. Close out the 82 Fleer. All right. Let's just check out what we've got here. Or if anybody else has something they want to break and they want me to incentivize, let me know. You know, I'm always pretty good about coming up with something creative. All right, let's get the bingo back on the board here, and let's check out and see what kind of damage Mr. Green Thunder has done. I do like to say that. Let's see what Mr. Green Thunder has done. Oh, he took down a spot in the set break too, and does look like he finished off the 82 Fleers. So we'll get the last of the $25 piles here. Cody, I'm the same boat as you, man. I took was the open, quote unquote open study classes. I took drafting in high school, and the professor didn't really care if I was there or not, so I usually didn't show up until like second or third period most days. All right, Mr. Green Thunder. Get this other little stack headed your direction. Yeah, let's see here. 82 Fleer. And the 82 Fleer should have relisted because I've got a few of these guys floating around here. So we can always try it again if we don't get what we want here. Hopefully we can get the Ripken out of the first one, but maybe it'll take us more than one. Who knows? Let's see here. Looks like I've got pretty even split here between Brian and Justin. Get this email started. That's right, got the wax happening here. Caleb, I'm not going to talk politics here. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be opening this 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack number 151. We've got pretty much an even split down the middle between Mr. Brian Billingsley and Justin Price. We're going to go hunting for the Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. out of this pack. Randomize the list 4 times. Good luck, Brian and Justin. 3 and 4. Just over the first and the last card. Get this email off to M80 with the list. And we'll get this break started. First cards are right here, gentlemen. We're looking for Littlefield. Littlefield's a big hit, right? Justin or, oops, Brian, does either one of you want the Cardinals sticker before I throw it in the garbage? All right. Pat Zachary, spot one for you, Justin. Brian, I think that was your response last time. Mr. Tommy John for Brian. Mr. Green Thunder will take the sticker. All right. Write that up before I forget. And I kind of like the Cubs ones, you know. Phil Garner for Mr. Billingsley in spot three. Al Woods for spot number four for Justin. Mr. Tom Boggs, spot five for Justin. Pretty well centered thus far. If we do pick the Mr. Ripken, this would be a good pack to get in thus far. Mr. Tony Scott in spot six for Brian. Charlie Librandt, spot seven. Larry Harlow, spot eight. Rick Roden, spot nine. Spot 10, Rod Scurry. Caleb, I'm a Cubs fan all the way for the baseball. Don Ace. As? Not exactly sure how to pronounce that for Mr. Billingsley, number 11. Luis Aguero. For Mr. Billingsley. Jose Cruz for spot 13. John Mayberry. And our first decent player, Mr. Phil Niekro, bringing up the rear for Justin Price. Actually, I can show you guys something pretty cool here in a second. Mr. Phil Niekro. That'll conclude our 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack, number 151. Thanks for watching. All right. So yeah, I mentioned earlier that I got that 1994 World Series ball from the World Series that never was. Digging around old boxes. Well, I found the rest of my baseball collection. Um, I sent them all off to be certified by JSA, except for the two that I got signed in person. Oops, focus. Let me turn off the light here. So I've got a Phil Niekro in person from when he was with the Braves. Ball from back in the day. And also, I don't remember if it was the same signing or a separate signing, but this one I caught during batting practice off of Murphy. I'm sure Mr. Gilmore would love to have this one. Mr. Dale Murphy batting practice ball. I don't remember what year I got those, but they would probably be in the early 80s when I was a kid, when we were going to games all the time. Turn the light back on there. But yeah, the World Series ball's from '94. It's the World Series that didn't happen because of the baseball strike. So yeah, they made the balls, but they never used the balls because they were on strike. Yeah, it's not going to Gilmore. I'm originally from Georgia, and aside from being a Cubs fan, I'm a '80s Braves fan, so I like Mr. Murphy as well. So I'll give everybody a hint though. If you're looking to buy something, I might wait 3 minutes, especially if it's a purchase of over $50, because something might be going live on the website here in 3 minutes. So let's see. Oops, I meant to turn off the Braves, not the bingo, or the names, not the bingo card. Let's see here. So what's going up live here in a couple minutes? So just wait till 11 p.m. An 8 at 50 is going up live. And everybody wins, and there are 55 Bowmans. Actually, this went live. Yeah, no, yeah, went live, goes live at 9. So everybody wins. They're all really nice, good, sharp 55 Bowmans. Y.A. Tittle, Chuck Burnick, Ted Marchibroni, Alan Amici, Alex Lansford, Buddy Young, Lynn, not going to try to pronounce his last name, and Agern Nagler. It's going to be at 8 at 50 that starts here in just another minute or two, so want to hang tight on any purchases. Especially if you're going to make a purchase over $50, so you get into this one. Everybody wins, 8 at 50, but it has to close out tonight. We're having a bit of a slow night here, gentlemen, so trying to kick it up a little bit here. So that's going to go live here in just a minute or two. Select about the help to the Wax era. Yeah, it did kind of help Jeff. Got a lot of people uninterested again. It gave us a few years worth of break from all that quote unquote junk. That's excellent, Caleb. I personally prefer the older stuff myself. You know, my personal opinion on balls now, I don't necessarily know if I'd want an autographed anything from any current player. They just oversign in general. I just don't think they carry this. I mean, they sell for big money. Anything that's autographed, obviously. Um, I just don't think they're really worth as much as a more vintage autograph where the guys weren't signing nearly as often. It's personal opinion. Brian, yes, I do. Pretty sure I do. Let me double check here. Yep, I've got at least one more, Brian. It should be on the website. Let me double check for you, sir. Yep, there's another 83 Topps football pack on the site. I might have even more than one. Hey, what's going on, Mark? Mark, we got a little bit of a challenge here tonight for the Vintage Breaks community. I'm trying to convince everyone to break 375 minis packs and a Star Wars pack this evening. And the prize for that, every name that's in the list will get randomized. And let's see here. First place, if we do it, we'll get this 39 play ball Hal Schumacher 3.5 SGC. Second place will get this 1994 World Series ball from the World Series that never happened. I've had this since 1994 in my personal collection. And then the third place person will get the BAM spot. I know that's a we're after sales for this card. So far, Mark, we haven't sold out any of them, so we've got a pretty tall order at this point. But I know you're just the man to help them out and encourage some other people to hit it up. So far, the sales have been a little slow tonight, Mark. Honestly, but that's okay. These things happen. Looks like Mr. Billingsley just did himself a personal 1983 pack. Get it on the $50 football special that just went live on the website. Make sure. I hope it did. If not, I'll make sure it does. Yep, it's up on the website, but it must close out tonight. I love those numbers. Love those cool numbers. I'm just glad it's finally cooled down here. What's our temperature at here right now? We're at 77 right now. Oh, it's fantastic. All right, let's get Mr. Billingsley's pack ready to break. Well, Caleb, we need to sell out a 70s pack to help out the bingo board. Let's see here. Oops. We're gonna get the fire. Just gotta warm up. It takes a couple packs sometimes. Just getting the night started here. Yeah, Mark, that's a little scary. North Dakota and Arizona be at the same temperature. All right. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking a 1983 at Topps Football wax pack number 124. That's a personal pack for Mr. Brian Billingsley. Hopefully, we can pull Mr. Billingsley some fire out of this pack. Maybe we could pick up the. Oh, who are we looking for here? Brains needs to move a little faster tonight. I don't know. You guys can tell me who we're looking for in 1983. Let's get this started. Yeah, we had great temperatures last week. This week we've got another possibility hit 100 on Friday. Oh, we're looking for bogs. Okay. guys. Up first, we've got the Mr. Kent Hill. Joe Dila, not going to pronounce his name correctly. Another really well-centered pack here. Looks like I only had 2 of these 83 packs, by the way, guys, so they're both sold out and off-site. Everson Walls. Yeah, everybody likes to mess with me with what's in these packs. That's fine. Joe Ferguson. Mike Douglas. Mr. Mike Singletary for the Bears. Good looking card. A little bit off center. Gilmore, as long as you aren't actually flashing yourself, go for it. Cody C read my mind. Joe Theismann is your sticker card. Was it Mike Singletary's rookie? So I sat there and looked at it for a minute because I thought it was. Making a mess over here. Couldn't remember if Singletary was this year or 82. All right, Mr. Singletary's been carved saved up. He's a little off center, east, west, and north, south, but pretty nice nonetheless. We've got Mr. Stanley Morgan himself. Well, there you go. There's some double dipping action there for Mr. Gilmore because I got the $100 stacks of cards too. So 71 Tops Hockey. I can double check. I don't think so. Vince Ferrigno. That's a good looking Vinny. Dips on dips on dips. Mr. Don Warren. I gotta put in the. That's how we do it in the West. We do dips on dips on dips. Noah Jackson. Reynold Nahamiah. And Randy Holloway rounds out this pack. And that'll conclude our 1983 Topps Football Wax Pack number 124, personal for Mr. Brian Billingsley. Well, we got the Singletary for you, but didn't really pull much of anything else. Yeah, Mark, I don't want you to get you in trouble with the wife. Let's see, I was going to look for a 1971 hockey pack, I believe. Let's see here. No, I don't have 71 hockey. I only go back to 77. Forget who asked, but I know somebody did. So if it tops Mini Man, we got to get that minis going. Let's see here. We got Dylan made a dip. Dylan got himself a set spot. Nicely done. So yeah, we've got all sorts of dippage. If somebody wants to go crazy and spend $250, you'll get this beautiful American caramel card of that team I don't like to speak of, the Sox. Clarence Hodge. If you spend $250, then of course for every $50 you spend, you get into that 55 Bowman Everybody Wins. That's right, Gilmore. Let's see here. If we just do the 175 mini and the Star Wars pack, I'll give away a BAM spot to both the first people on the randomized list. So if we could sell both of those, we'll give away a BAM spot to the first person after the list is randomized in each one of those. So we'll lower it down just a little bit here. We'll still give away some extra spots. Get the BAM going. Get the BAM going. Drop 300, you get all kinds of action happening. All kinds of action. Spend 500, I might find something else to give you. You never know. I've got all sorts of stuff to pull from. Might go crazy. Patrick, you do better than me if you've been able to find something in 2 months. I haven't found a retail pack in 6 months, 8 months. The Walmart that I usually go to doesn't even. They took the entire baseball card section out. They do not carry baseball cards at all anymore. Tomorrow I've got a job site visit over near another Walmart, so I'm gonna wander in there and check them out. But most of the Walmarts in my area have like a 4 foot long section, you know, the whatever it is, the registers, 4 foot wide, and like 4 shelves. That's it for baseball, football, the Magic, everything. That's all we get out here in Phoenix. Yeah, I just don't like paying the premium for it that way. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have a problem with that. That's fine. But I just retail, you should be able to go in the store and buy it. That is very true. There are no other options. If you want the product, you'll that's what you got to do. And it's unfortunate. All right, we're gonna kick back and relax here a little bit. Right now, we're all out of stuff to break, but we got all sorts of incentives. We got all sorts of incentives to buy, guys. Guys, real slow night tonight. Real slow night. Yeah, it is tough getting those, like, especially the hanger packs and stuff. Because I know people, pushing the corners and whatever and dig them up. And at least when I was able to buy hanger packs back last year, the year before, baseball wise, you had to be careful with that. Let's see, what else do we have going on the website here that's close? We got 5 spots left in 1981 Donruss Golf. We only have 5 spots left in the 4th series Star Wars to look for the How You Doin' C-3PO. Let's see, what else are we looking pretty good at? But you gotta spend $100 to get into the Gilmore special. Let's see what else we have going on. Looks like all the other stuff is pretty close to full up for the packs. Yeah. Gotta pick up the action here. Gilmore's offering some Breaking Maniacs. We've got some 1970s, 60s, and 70s gaggles happening here for the next three separate people to spend $100. We got the $250 action here. And of course, don't forget every $3 you spend also goes towards that Thurman Munson rookie card. Got all sorts of stuff to choose from. And of course, there's nothing on the Vintage Race West tab catches your fancy. You can always buy off the main website. I just can't break it. But that's okay. Oh, there we go. Gilmore stock giving you $10 back, too, for Forks Person to kick it off. Not exactly sure what's happening with my green screen action over here. Yeah, over on this side, but it's going a little crazy there. Maybe it's the ghost of Breakers Past over there. Let's see here. Just double check here. Let me see if I've got this hockey pack here. Nope, I don't have that hockey pack to break. One that sold out earlier today. All right, we got a taker. Close to Bowen pack. Let's check it out here. All right, well, hook Mr. Justin up with his $10 break credit. Put him down on the list here for the first 3 people. If you wouldn't mind giving him his break credit, Mr. Chris. We'll get you your promo cards here. This also gets you a gets you a bingo spot because you're the first one to sell out a 1990 or later 1990 later than 1990 pack. Yeah, sneakerheads are weird. I just that's definitely not something I understand. But hey, do what you do, man. Do what you do. All right, 1993 Bowman pack is personal for Mr. Jeff. The sneakerheads are like really into flipping stuff, so I guess they got into the baseball card game. Okay, this one's gonna be a personal for you. Let me get this one set up for you. Okay. Okay. This gives us the post 1990. All right. Let's try. I think I only had one of those yet, but I only got 193 Bowmans. You sold 180 pairs of shoes, Patrick? I don't think I've owned 180 pairs of shoes in my entire life. I think currently I own like 4 pairs of shoes. Man. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking this personal pack for Justin Price. It's a 1993 Bowman baseball pack at number 90. Good luck, Justin. Yeah, I think I've got a pair of sneakers, a pair of work boots. I've got a kind of a nicer kick around pair of shoes and a pair of black dress shoes. I believe those. And I've got a pair of flip flops. So I guess, yeah, so that's what, 5 pairs? That consists of my entire collection of shoes. Wear the sneakers until they're wore out, I throw them away and buy another pair. Usually very similar. All right. Let's find ourselves the Jeter. Howard Johnson, no relation to the Hojo's hotel chain. You guys are probably mostly too young to know what a Hojo's is. Frank Bullock, spot 2. Yeah, I've got a shoe for every occasion. I only have 4 occasions. Jeff Hartsock, Rich Renteria, Desi Relaford, our firm recently converted a very old, well, wasn't Hojo's anymore, but it started off life as a Hojo's hotel into a transitional housing facility for the homeless, underprivileged, and recovering folks. Marcus Armas, we actually found some of the original Hojo's custom wallpaper underneath some of the rooms that had been there for almost 50 years. It was pretty cool. Brett Gates. Got ourselves the Willie Green insert. Yeah, I remember my first pair of shoes I begged my parents for was a set of Reebok pumps. It was a big deal to get those. And I think a week or two into it, I pumped them up too much and they exploded. Butch Husky. My folks were not happy, and after that, it was whatever the cheapest shoe was that fit me was what I got. Mike Devereaux, Bill Hasselman, Ed Sprague. And we might have had some cards stick together. Let me check here really quick, otherwise we're going to owe you a refund. T.H. Lewis. At least this is a personal pack. So if they did stick together, it's not a big deal. Let me take a quick look-see here and see if anybody... T.A. Lewis, Ed Sprague, Bill Hasselman, Mike DeVoe, Butch Husky, Willie Green, Brett Gates, Marcus Armos, Tony Fernandez, Desi Relaford, Rich Retton, something or other, Jeff Hartsock, Frank Bullock, and Mr. Hojo. So we did short you a spot out of this pack, so we'll refund you one spot. Thank you for watching this 1993 Bowman Baseball Pack number 90. Let me wrap this up and then I'll get you a refund, Justin. All right, let's see here. Let's get the names off. So we got to open a pre-1980 pack. We got to open a hockey pack. We still need to pull a checklist card. And those are the 3 golds we have left to give away the bingo prize. Actually, no, that's only a 14 card pack. Sorry about that. I gave me 15. No refund there, sorry. It's a 14 card pack. Just give me 15 sleeves. Receive hold. Hmm. I have not seen that before, but my guess is there's a problem with your something to do with your order, your package maybe. Might be worth a call to PSA. Unfortunately, PSA hold times suck, and sometimes, at least, actually, the only time I've ever talked to a human at PSA is when I've called their billing department because they've made a mistake with my credit card. But I think they've implemented a new live chat feature or something on the website, so maybe you can find out. It doesn't sound good. I've never had a receive hold. Yeah, I would try. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, so I would try over here on the customer request center. Maybe this is supposedly a new feature. I don't. I guess it'd be under research request. I don't know. Most of you guys already know my address, so I don't care if you see that. Um, yeah, you just got to try to keep calling them over and over and over and over and over again. I've never had success talking to a human over there, like I said, unless it was their billing department. Maybe if you call the billing department and tell them that you're having a problem, play dumb that you dialed the wrong number. They could transfer you to a human. We still have two more spots of the Gilmore spend $100 promo. First place will get a 1957 Topps baseball set break spot. Second place will get a $1,000 VIP spot, and third place will get a $3,500 Breakamaniac spot. That Breakamaniac spot is for a $3,500 break credit. We're going to randomize that off, I believe, here pretty soon. Let me see here. December 6th, so you've got another month. But once we get all those people into the list, we're going to randomize it. You get a $3,500 break credit. Yeah, the few people I've called, it seems like this year I've had an awful time with credit cards being compromised. So every single one of my orders from PSA, I've had to call to give them a new number, and they've always been pleasant to me, but I hear your pain with generally talking to customer service representatives. All right, guys, we're trying to break this 77 Star Wars and at least one 75 mini pack. That's what we're going for. Gilmore still got two more spots left of the first three people to spin a hundo. You have a good evening yourself, Mr. Buttman. Got another hour and a half to go. Get a little bit of action here. That'll be excellent to go. Or we can sit here and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But if we don't sell something out by midnight, we're going to call it a early night. and call it a day. Cut the show short. Let's take a look and see what Mr. Gilmore's got up in the forums. I'm gonna go with he's probably in Modern Cards for Sale. All prices are goods and services, or Venmo. Let's see here. He's got himself a nice little selection of. Oh, what's going on? Should probably log in. Yeah. Oops. Cody, you talking about talking about this box? I'm still undecided on. I it's probably not gonna last much longer. I'm probably gonna break it here pretty soon. It'll be over the weekend probably. If it's not this week, it'll probably be next weekend. I just I've also tried to buy a couple more too. I still think under 500 is probably a good price point for those. So I've been kind of pushing the bidding up on some other people to you know, but I haven't grabbed another one yet. Sean, I got a good one for you back. This was what was this? This is when I bought my. I think it was when I bought the Jeep. It was when I bought the Altima, the car before. So you go online, or no, I went into my bank first to get a do the paperwork to get a car loan or whatever pre-approved so I can have that available for me when I go car shopping. They tell me, oh no, we don't do that in the branch anymore. You have to do it all online. All right, whatever. So I go home, do it online, get to like identity check portion, answer all the questions, comes back saying, we can't confirm your identity. You need to go to a branch location to confirm your identity. Let's print out this little form and give them to the branch manager. Bring photo ID, utility bill, copy of your mortgage statement, whatever. Yeah, that whatever you need to confirm who you were. Passport. So I show up with all the paperwork and all the slips. So I talk to the bank manager lady, give her the form, and she said, oh, "Okay, let me go over here and verify it." I'm like, "You do not need to see any of this, like actual driver's license or anything." "Oh no, this is fine. That's all I need is this piece of paper." Like, okay, that's really secure, lady. And not to mention the fact that it's stupid that I had to go. You guys can't do this in the branch, so then I could go back home and you can finish the paperwork for my car loan. But identity theft is ridiculously easy. That's fine, Gilmore. Do what you will. Well, yeah, my identity is definitely you know, it's all in the voice of the beard. Too bad hanging out at bars is not something you do right now. That's fine, Jeff. You can come visit whenever you want. Come by, send me cards. All right, guys. Unless something happens here pretty quick, we're going to call this an early at night. Just a slow day, I guess. Out of curiosity. Yeah, it's probably true, Jeff. I know. I'm not really checking it very often, but I'm tired of hearing it. I'm just excited that Arizona finally got with the program and legalized recreational marijuana. I personally do not partake in that, but I have seen the extreme medicinal benefits of it with my mother and her battle with cancer. So it's definitely something. If you have something, it can be very helpful with no side effects. It's a wonderful drug. All right, Mr. Donald, you have an excellent evening. Take it easy. Stay safe out there. We'll catch you next time. Well, Green, things are a little different, I think, this time around than last time around. It's, as much as I want to talk about the subject, I still can't believe. I think it was Oregon that did legalized all hard drugs, so heroin, cocaine, whatever. That's interesting. Or not exactly sure how they worked that out, but where you at again, Jeff? There's Mr. Dougie Rush. Yeah, Oklahoma's probably going to be a little bit behind the curve. I think eventually, here in maybe the next 2 cycles, the entire country's going to take care of it. Mr. Doug, man, we're having a real slow night. We're probably going to call it a night here in 15 minutes because it's just been slow, man. People are watching the TV, I bet you, looking to see where our president is, hanging out. So we're just hanging out, talking about stuff, trying to keep it not too political. Yeah, it's no problem, man. It's the first Vintage Breaks West night that's been a little slow. We're gonna have to call it an early night. It happens. It's all good. It sure does, Mr. Rush. But that's okay. He sure did. And on a redemption too. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I haven't been able to hang out as much as I would like. Well, I guess it's a good thing because I've been work has been very busy, so I haven't been able to really participate in chat as much as I normally or had been. Work's just been crazy. But I do like this time of year for work because I can go outside and not get boiled to death on my site work. We got to be careful with the music now because I heard, I know Twitch is, and I think YouTube as well is getting very serious about DMCA takedowns. for music and other stuff. It's gonna be 92, I think, tomorrow. 96 on Friday, possibly higher. Last week it was nice. It was in the 70s. Is it? I haven't watched the news today really, so wouldn't surprise me if we're up to 100 tomorrow. And I know it's supposed to be 96, 97 on Friday last time I looked. Sorry, I wasn't here to annoy you all. But some 5'3" sheriff right from his throat. Oh, Sean, man, I'm sorry to hear about that. That's kind of miserable. Most states have laws to protect you, regardless of whether he's a sheriff deputy or not. Um, he has to give you notice and stuff, even if you're month to month. You should look into your state's landlord tenant laws. Um, Seek out a representation from a lawyer because they can't just throw you out on a dime. Yeah, this summer's been brutal hot, man. We broke all kinds of records for number of days over 100, number of days over 95, number of days over 110. Overnight lows being very high is ridiculous. I mean, it's by a wide margin we broke all these records. Ah, it's more complex there, Sean. Sorry to hear that, man. Well, I'm sure if you need anything, the Vintage Breaks community is here to support you and help you out. If you need anything, just let us know, man. Cody, man, I can't wait for it either. That's we we need a break from this heat. I've got some jobs to go to tomorrow morning, and I'll be out there at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Your good deed will probably bring you good karma in the future. And of course, I personally am a believer in what goes around comes around. So you know, just good things go around. Bad things happen to. Cody. Actually, I had to break down and get a new phone myself. Got myself the new Pixel 5 actually last week it showed up. I think last Thursday it was. I appreciate it, Jeff. I've always been told I've got a soothing voice. It was looking higher. I'll be happy to, do radio gigs or voiceovers or anything to that effect. Not sure I'd give it my day job, but can always do some part-time gigging. It's been really great doing the show for Vintage Breaks. Been a kind of nice confidence booster for me. Not exactly a very social person, believe it or not. This is kind of a nice outlet for that. And especially during this whole COVID thing, not being able to do the little bit of socializing I would normally do anyhow, I don't get to do. Cody, the answer to that is probably still no. Although Michigan's got a pretty bad team this year. Not sure what's going on up here with my scroller situation here. Yeah, maybe. It'd be a good way to watch, though. That'd be a good game to put a little wager on too. I'm not sure what the line is on that, but I'm not entirely sure what your Antonio reference is, Gilmore. All right, I'm gonna. Looks like people that were in the $3 promo aren't gonna have very much competition tonight. We will still give it away. Yeah, my best friend's a Michigan guy. He's a big blue fan. What's funny is his dad's a big Michigan State fan, so they always fight. All right, let's see here. Free tacos is always excellent. That's right. Tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? Tacos and pizza are like the two perfect foods. What's up, Mr. Gilmore, my dude? Hummus. Hummus is delicious. It's surprisingly easy to make. You're welcome, Sean. That is the trick, garbanzo to tahini, the ratio. I always like to put some garlic in there. My problem is when I do I find the tahini ratio depends on how wet, quote unquote, wet the garlic is. Sometimes when you dice up the garlic, it's kind of dry. Sometimes when you dice it up, it's a little wet. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a night here at midnight. So I'm gonna adjust the promo so it ends itself at midnight. And then, unfortunately, the 55 Bowman football is just going to go away. That didn't sell out. Ooh, that'd be spicy. So the 55 Bowman is now officially canceled. And now we're going to adjust the time on here. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, doing cutting it underneath water. I've heard that helps. Also, in general, with cutting peppers or onions, even both, uh, extremely sharp knife will greatly reduce the crying and spicy stuff flying around. All right, that will conclude the night here. Let me find the West promo here. And we didn't do the bingo either, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, definitely a very slow night tonight for the West, but that's okay. All right, everybody, welcome to Video Breaks West. I'm your host, Charlie G from Video Breaks West, and we're going to call it an early night tonight, just a slow evening. So we're going to go ahead and give away the $3 all-night promo. You guys got yourself a bargain of a card here, but we're going to give it away anyhow. So we're going to randomize the list 12 times. Good luck, everybody. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, 9, 10, and 11, and whoops, 12. Mr. Billingsley's taking home the Munson tonight. I know you had a lot of them there, Mr. Price. And just didn't happen, Mr. Billingsley. Actually, I think this was a card we bought back from Mr. Billingsley, so we'll reach out to him and see if he wants to do something different with that. But that'll conclude our show for this evening. I hope that you guys all have a good evening, good week, and come back and check us out next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe we'll have a little more action next week. Have a good night. Stay safe out there, guys. See ya.